Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes.
Good morning, pleasant. Welcome to the program Sports Eshka. Today is Thursday, the 9th of October 2025. And I'd like to say to all of you watching, welcome to it. Today is a D-Day, and it's a very big day in our country because today Liberia hope of qualifying for the FIFA 2026 World Cup might be kept alive if the Lone Star can get the win against Namibia this afternoon at the SKD Sports Stadium in Painesville. Well, Liberia must record a win today in order to keep their hope alive for the FIFA World Cup 2026 playoff slot, because Tunisia, who is topping a group H, is already through to the World Cup, and Namibia is second. They are ahead of Liberia by 4 points. You know, if Liberia was to win against Malawi, but now we're talking a different story. It could be a 2 points difference between Liberia and Namibia. But we gave away 2-0 lead to settle for a 2-2 draw. Now, we must win Namibia today if only we want to keep our World Cup hope alive. We must win Namibia and also win Guinea Equatorial on Monday in Malabo. So gonna be a really intensified day today at the SKD. Yesterday, our neighboring Sierra Leone suffered 1-0 defeat to Burkina Faso at the SKD Sports Stadium. Their World Cup hope was dashed after the 1-0 defeat to the boys from Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. Today is a big day, yeah. And also we will talk about probably the Famata Dean Recent Nation Soccer that is currently all on the internet. We had a one-on-one exclusive interview with the president of Wargaze, Ms. Molly Jabo, and she lit a bit of the cat yesterday. So we will also look at what was said by the Wargaze FC president. And then the CEO of Summertime Football Element and the technical director of Nation One Element, Milton Yogo, said we should avoid politics in football and unite as one big family because football unites us together. He made a statement yesterday on Intersport's exclusive interview from the headquarters of the Liberia Football Association. And then also we will take a dive deep into the statement made by River G County Senator, former Liberia national team player, Senator Borcha Singwe, concerning what's been falling with the national team. He called on other Liberians to rally support together to stand behind the national team of Liberia, and then later on, we will open the line where you will call us and give us your prediction. For example, hello, my name is Edwin Batafoyan and I call from the compound of Intersports. My prediction for today's match, Liberia 2, Namibia 1. So we will open the line, you will make your prediction, and then we will have an interactive discussion. So these are the talking points that I just gave it to you. We'll take this break to be back. When we come back, we get the ball rolling. We will look at the national team of Liberia, what was said by the head coach. There are a few questions posed to the coach, and on the pre-match conference, who are those who are expecting to start. A lot of players are already in the country. There are a lot of players from Europe. They are already in the country. But now they are here. It's time to get the needed result we want to get. So we take this break to be right back. Thank you so much for rejoining us on the program Sports Extra today. I can just be missing that Lone Star song, man. Yeah. Yeah, money, bo, I see ya, bo, in the hand. Play, Lone Star, play. Play, Lone Star, play. Play, Lone Star, no go fear you. I get it, sir. Coming up as a kid, whenever the Lone Star is playing, it brings us excitement, the joy, the celebration, that moment, that special feeling that the country team is playing. It's come with that special feeling, yeah. At that moment, you can be a proud Liberian. You can say, yes, I'm proud of my country. And the part of the song that says, in the hand, in the hand, in the hand. I am mama in the hand. That's a really good song, man. Say, the number 5 pass the ball, the number 4, it's all goal. Yeah, that's a really, really beautiful song. Today we will be happy today. I got that feeling that the Lone Star of Liberia will give us the needed result that we've been waiting for. Because I do believe that this is a day. That's why the songwriter say, this is a day that the Lord has made, a day that we will rejoice and be glad in it. Yeah, you know, and I'm convinced that this is the day that the Lord has made. This is a day that we will celebrate the win today. Yeah, we'll celebrate the win. So it's not anything for us to say, oh yeah, that you know. Is it number 6 possible? Yeah. To the number 7 possible. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. You know, that song is a tradition music for us, and we are all proud today to see that the team is in our spirit. They have that high gear to give us the result we want today from the game. You know, it's always disappointing that whenever the Lone Star is playing, we have this kind of situation that they win, you know, we don't see win, we don't like this. But Elijah Pine were drumming together. We would dive. We will wine and dine. We will talk. We will deeper and talk about football today. It's a day today to bring you all you need to know about the match of today. Let's get this break to urge Elijah in. As soon as we come back, we'll get the ball rolling.
You can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.
Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Sports Subscribe. Have with me, Lacha Pan. Pan is another host of the program Sports Subscribe. But today he's here so we can talk about our Lone Star, our dear Lone Star, our cherished Lone Star, our lovely Lone Star. Yeah, I was just thinking about the song. Yeah, that's it. On the head, bang, 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 in the head, bang, bang, bang. Ooh, they can play that. We say, oh, Lone Star, hey, Lone Star play, live now, go fear no. So, but it's good, man. Elijah, what's up? Well, been a very long time, though. Good to see you.
It's good to be back and with you. We had separate discussions from Monday to Saturday yet on Sports Extra as well as the weekend wrap. But today, as you may be aware, the Lone Star will have to make her name, and because every Liberians now, they are disappointed. When we say the frustration is hard in terms of the form, in terms of the way the team play, in terms of the results over the years, most especially at the Samarkand Sports Complex. Hope today it will be another ball game and the boys of Lone Star will make the fans proud and also they'll put a smile on the faces of Liberia. But one thing we need to note about is that up to now, the team yet to receive her arrears or incentive, any money from the government. I was told by Reliable, so that's the Secretary General of the Liberia Football Association have informed us that on yesterday evening, when I communicated with him at the Samarkand Sports Complex, he told me that but then the team yet to receive anything from the government, which I think is frustrating, it's bad, and it's not a good signal for us for today's encounter.
Yes, definitely. It's not a really good signal, but we hope that our country team can turn the table around and give us the needed result. There's a much win today for Liberia so far. The injury concern was William Gibson, but he's been replaced by a son of a Dupont Rowe, who's now in Sweden showcasing his football talent. He's Emmanuel Gono. Gono used to play for Moscow FC, but then before Jim changed to Fastil FC, that because Moscow sold his place. Yep. I think so. But Emmanuel Gono is back in Liberia for the very first time with the national team of Liberia. Emmanuel Flomo, another Emmanuel. So it's going to be Emmanuel partying against Namibia. Emmanuel Gono returns to Liberia. And Emmanuel Fuller is also back in Liberia. He used to play for Watanga FC Rio Muja. From Rio Muja to Watanga. From Watanga, he went to Denmark and then got a better contract with Slava Prague in the Czech Republic. Lakins back. Nicholas Anchu, the Golden Boot winner of last season with having 11. He helped the Messengers finish as a runner-up in the First Division League, and he ended up scoring 22 goals, providing 10 assists with 32 goals contribution.
As a matter of fact, Nicholas is the presumptive most valuable player of the past season. The Stars, it's not about the whether he's the best player. He's my best player trying to find a side, but for all walks of life, he performed excellently well. His first debut with the national team.
He got a goal.
He got an acrobatic kick. That which everyone saw, and it was.
And the good part about that goal, he was wearing a historic and iconic number.
And everyone felt that wearing the 14 shirt, much is expected because the 14 shirt in Liberia is a historical number. And he proved himself, not just put it on the jersey, but scored like the former player Josh Manuel.
Yes, he scored a very beautiful goal for Liberia against Satomi and Principe. The Lone Star ended up winning that match 2-1 at the SKD Sports Stadium. And then he could made a trip to Tunisia and Dalavai, Malawi due to his work permit in Malta. But the good news about that is that all of the stuff have been settled. So Nicholas Anchu is back with the squad, hoping to get that number 14. And another player that is back to Liberia after messing up our last two games is defender Samson Due. Samson Due returned to the team this time around. So we expect Due and Blade partnership. As usual, we saw against Satomi here in a 2-1 win for Liberia.
We understand that the commanding tactics or the commanding play by Due. He knows how to control the defense
in terms of working along with the local based player. The last time playing alongside Nelson Laomin and as well as Filetanu. It's not Filetanu, but Mark Papa.
Yeah.
I saw how he was controlling the game and trying to balance the intensity of the game, because when the game began to intensify, we need people like Samson Dwyer to be in the defense. If Samson Dwyer was to be in the game against Malawi, I don't believe that we're going to be conceding 2 goals that we conceded in Malawi to the Malawian. But one thing we need to understand that Samson Dwyer coming back to the team, his experience that he comes with, his European tactics, is something that the team needs and what we need to put in more. And the team deserves a win this time. Like I said, Liberians will not take nothing less but a win.
Yes, definitely nothing less but a win for the Lone Star Liberia. Could be very important today. A 3 points will boost our chances of finishing in the best second or the top second slot, hoping that we can go for the playoff and things can turn around for our country, because nobody can tell tomorrow how tomorrow will be. It's only God. We don't know. Even me, I'm here. I don't know what soup I want to eat tomorrow. It's evidence on God. So we must get the win today. We must get the win on Monday, and then we can record the 6 points, add it to our points, and then we can move closer to Tunisia in the group. But the good thing that we keep talking, right, is the inclusion of some key players that we're talking about. Like Nelson Laomi, he's not a bad player. He's a very good left back. With the little experience he had and just been playing Liberia so far, Elijah.
Yeah, he must be commended for that.
Yeah.
He have proven himself, but I think it's just not enough. We need a player who will just not play like a Zaire left back, but afford. You know, we are playing Marlin forward now.
Yeah, definitely.
Edwin, you cannot be playing left back. You just sit right across the halfway line without crossing over. You know, you have to enter in the box. We understand you have a good advantage when it comes to throwing, but it's not just about throwing. If you don't take the ball to the people, how would the ball go across the sideline for the throw?
That's why the inclusion of Emmanuel Foley is timely and is necessary, because we will have that kind of competition within the team.
Yeah, hopefully Debbie can bring that with his experience playing European football, and you understand that his team is now competing in the Champions League, and there are a lot of things that requires from Foley, and much is expected. But Manu, we should not just fully depend on Foley for that, because it's his first debut. Probably when a player comes to the team the first time, they take time to get adjusted to the team. It takes time to understand the coach. Sometimes it takes time, and not much time being given to the players to get used to each other, to even get to understand the coach. These are some of the problems when I sit on the show that I talk about. You cannot have a game for next month, 2 to 3 days to the game, and then you call the players begin to arrive. At least the players will be in the country 1 week, 2 weeks to gain time.
So sometimes too, I think, Elijah, I do believe that it could be their schedule with that team, right?
Yeah, I understand. But early preparation is very important. Despite having some schedules with that team, because you know people are, after playing, they will have to have break for international break, and then the players will have to go home to participate. Even Cristiano Ronaldo have to leave from all the way Asia and go to Europe to go and play for Portugal. Team.
It comes like this, right? Our game is on Thursday, right? And if let's assume that the players we have in Europe, they probably play their last matches on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. We expected them to be in the country latest on Monday.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the late arrival, it also due to probably the time the money was sent for the plane ticket, the kind of flight they get in. It might be a transit flight. Some of them will have to stop in 2, 3, 4, 5 countries before entering Liberia. But I think, and I do believe that the late arrival of player is basically due to probably the time they received the plane ticket.
Probably
whatever.
The time they received the invitation, or
No, the invitation might be sent in the sooner possible time.
Okay.
But now, getting the plane ticket, we always in today the financial situation that there's no money.
Every time, Liberia, there was no money. But we listened to the final minister the last time you were talking about how the team have been receiving support, huge support for time immemorial. We are not just talking about getting the money, but it's about the timeliness of the money. When do the money come? Yeah. The last time we had the president of the Liberia Football Association, when the team was in Tunis, we were about to play that game the next day. It was on a Monday, Tuesday the team was to play. And the president appeared on our show there. And he talking about up to now, the team haven't received money for accommodation, which I think is just very bad for our country. Every time the team play and late arrival of incentive, late arrival of accommodation fees has been problems. Now, up to now, the team haven't received anything. Even the players and say, my man, this is what I choose to be my career. I choose football to be my career. Playing football and cannot get anything out of it. People will say, oh, you have to play for your country. We understand love. It's not love my family will eat as well. You need to understand it. Though I love my country, I love to play for my country. I have all to play in my country. But you should also understand love cannot put food on table.
Maybe you carry love to your daughter.
No, love cannot put food on table. Love cannot even provide school fees.
Yeah.
These are some of the things we need to look at aside for just blaming the players. We understand that the players have their own shortcoming in terms of play on the field that they go game. I would not attribute that to the administration or administrative issue. That would be from the coach and the players.
Yeah,
because you cannot have two goals in 17 minutes and you cannot maintain.
Yeah, and you're playing a World Cup qualifier. You're playing away. Yeah. You're not playing home. That's the question I keep asking. How did Thomas Kojo gave away our 2-0 lead to Malawi?
How will you get 2-0?
It's not just necessary.
It's not just a
That's been a sluggish decision from the coach. Probably maybe his substitution tactics wasn't really well calculated.
Yeah, it was not calculated.
That technical knowledge
because
was lacking.
I noticed that Sheikh Cisse were playing from the far right side on the upper left corner of the field, and he was also playing, providing as a left back. And you always have Nelson Laomi with dive in deep to be able to recover whenever there's an error from Sheikh Cisse. Sheikh Cisse was in the game, have out of the play to inside, he defend attack. But you brought down Sheikh Cisse, put in a center defender, center midfielder, Jebe Kone, you put Jebe Kone on the side to play the left back, which I think was just very wrong. Jebe is a holding midfielder. Why can't he put it in the middle of the park, control the play, and have a one-man attack? Coach can be the one holding the ball and taking an attack onto the opponent. And you have, because if I was a coach by that time, I believe I would have changed the system to the 5-3-2 formation. Or 5-3-2 formation. Every good coach at the moment in the 72 minutes, I think there's a time that you try to change your tactics and then they'll remain on the same thing. But we believe that this time around, Coach Kojo will be able to change the tactics and you will understand whenever he's in the lead as to maintain the lead. Like I said, today is going to be a do or die because the fans, the citizens, the money spenders, or even the people that buy ticket to go on the field, they will not expect nothing less but a win.
A win today, definitely.
Everyone will need a win because if they cannot get a win, there are a lot of side attractions that will not just be good for the team on today at the SKD.
Yeah, definitely. If you're just joining us, it's a reminder you're watching the program Sports Eshka live on Inter Sports. The talking point today is Liberia versus Namibia. What changes? What result do we all expect from this match? It's a win-win situation for us. The last time we played a World Cup qualifier game, we were up from 2-0 just within the last 15 minutes. The match ended in a 2-2 draw. A very disappointing one for Liberia. If at least it could have been a 1-0 lead and then Malawi get an equalizer and then we probably maybe push to a 2-2 draw, it could be a good result for us. But just before that Malawi match, we were dragged and beaten by Tunisia right in their capital, Tunis. The Carthage Eagle used that match to qualify to the World Cup against Liberia. And now we went to Malawi, we got a 2-2 draw. Today, we are home against Namibia. What changes? What result? That's the question I keep asking. What do Liberians expect from the match today? We have our full squad in ready. Samson Due is in the country. Oscar Dele is here. Defonte is here. Yaya Belete has been called up to the team. Hope he gets some minute today. We have whoever we think that we need. They are here. My only disappointment now is that during the press conference yesterday, Elijah, there were no questions asked concerning Bryant from Austin.
Bryant, just Bryant, he was not part of the squad. I didn't see him on the practice ground.
And
I was at the practice ground on yesterday, the day before yesterday. I didn't see Bryant being part of that squad. I think that was an oversight from all of us, all of the journalists. Though we asked concerning Peter Wilson, and the coach responded that Peter Wilson would not be part of the squad because of SYZ, some restriction from the President of the United States of America. I feel that though it is absent of Peter Wilson, we called a serious thing for us, but we should also understand that we have a very good track record. We scored a brace.
Okay, so here's the attacking area, right? But we have these three players who are very good at the number 9 position. Ayuba Kosia, one. Mohamed, that's what's his name? Bah.
Yeah.
The guy who play in the Motor League. We have Emmanuel Gono. If you ask me, you gave me the opportunity, I will tell you today for free that.
Who do you think will be your starting striker?
I will choose Emmanuel Gono.
Gono?
I will choose Gono.
Okay.
I will choose Gono.
Remember, it's his first debut with the team.
I will choose Gono for 2 things.
Okay.
You can probably choose to play Ayuba Kosia on the side if you want to.
Okay.
We play against Malawi with 2 strikers. We play with Willem Gibson and Ayuba Kosia. So today, if you ask me, I will tell you I will want to choose Gono because Gono is coming back to Liberia. Ayuba Kosia is also struggling in Beijing to get a proper minutes to play for his club. We shouldn't forget about that. Ba is having a wonderful career in Malta. He won the Malta Golden Boot last season, and then he made a W for Liberia. He had to get a goal. We hope that he can get that goal today against Namibia. But Emmanuel Gono, this is a kid that has played at the SKD on several occasions, but not wearing the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that's
but this time around,
you know, the red, white, and blue come with different spirits.
Yeah.
That just for example, those of us that play the game, whenever we play for our club teams, it's just not as competitive than playing for your county or even playing for your community. When you're playing for your community, the different spirit requires. Because one thing you need to know, you have your loved ones, you have your friends, and you have different kind of people who expect much from you at their present.
Yeah.
So if you're having the red, white, and blue, there are different thoughts, there are different expectations, a different spirit that will run in your mind. I need to do this. If I don't do this, this was happening. This is what I need to do. People are expecting me to do this. So you need to understand very well, because Kojo needs to be careful today.
Yes, definitely. Thomas Kojo with the Hughes Stacks as the interim coach of Liberia. Yesterday was the pre-match press conference. A lot of things were said. He said that the draw against Malawi, the journalist took his war into context. It means that probably the referee message wasn't given. But we'll take this break to come back. When we return, we will look at the statement made by the former Lone Star player, is now senator. What was said yesterday when we have an interview with him at the SKD posted on Boss Charles Sengwe. We will look at that and then we will analyze it. And then also we will take a look at the statement made by Milton Yoko and Dalamole Jabo. And then we open the line later on to call and have your own take on Liberia versus Namibia match. We'll take this break to be right back. Thank you so much for rejoining us, Elijah and Edwin presentation on the Thursday, a very special edition of the program, Sports Extra, that's looking at Liberia versus Namibia. What changes, what result do we expect today from the match? What could be your top three up front in midfield and in defense? Solomon Tuer is here. Oscar Dole is also there. Who will join them in midfield? We have, what's the guy name, man? Elijah, come on, help me.
Yeah, Solomon Tuer. He's in the midfield. We saw Divantier.
No, I'm not counting Divan to be a starter today. There's no way Divan should come around the starting 11.
Why?
I think that Divan is not capable now.
He's a good passing midfielder.
He's a good passing midfielder, but Divan is not having a wonderful campaign in Czech Republic.
Probably.
Let's forget about he's a good player.
He understands the SKD very well.
Forget about that. Divan is just good to be coming in the second half. I think if I was a coach, Divan will come in the second half of the match, and because looking at this 4-3-3 formation, from what I have here, is that we will have 4 at the back, 3 midfielders still up front, and in defense, we can have our 4 and 5 as Prince Bai and Samson Due.
Samson Due. I know you Mark Papa.
Mark Papa as a right back.
As a right back.
Yeah.
Left back.
Emmanuel Foley.
Okay.
And in midfield, I could choose Noah Kane or Mohamed Sagari.
Mo Sangari, Solomon Tuer.
Sangari combined with Solomon Tuer, we will play like
Oscar Dole.
They kind of formation that you saw the Ghana national team.
So if you play with Sangari, you play with Oscar, you play with Tuer, what do you think it will be the passing midfield?
So I come in here and say, right, one is that we must defend. We lack defending properly.
If we cannot get a goal in the net, why should we defend?
So I come in, we lack. We can even score 30 goals. We always giving 30
So when we score
goals
30, they will score all 30.
So if you have to build up the defense first before you talk about attack, right?
Okay.
So when you play with Mo Sangari and that of Solomon Tuer, right? So they will stay between, in front of the 4 defenders, right? And then here come one of the attackers.
Okay.
One of the attackers that will always track like Nicholas Andrew.
Nicholas Andrew, Edward
Lendam. But the thing about it, they both play the same position.
That's the problem. But you should also understand, Nicholas can play for any side based upon his skill.
But I think his rightful position.
It should be the left forward.
Yeah.
But you should understand that Edward Lendam play well on the left wing as well. But even having
Nicholas is having a wonderful season. The Edward.
So
Nicholas
we hope to see
this in 5 games. Not 5 games, but 4 games. He has scored already 2 goals.
This is why you need to understand the man we're talking about. This is Testa. We're talking about Leno. This is the former MVP of the country. This is men who have gone international too.
I want us to forget
the both sides have gone international. Both Leonard and Andrew.
Yeah, Leonard played in Africa. He played for ASU Chief in
Algeria. That which we understand. But you should also understand he has spent longer time in terms of what he do. We don't say Nicholas came and he went and came back and he have gone back to play. But you should also understand Leonard on the left wing and use to that set pieces, when we say that curve pass or that curve kick, that sometimes result into the goal. But we hope to see that today.
Yes, and one thing is that that's why if you listen to Xabi Alonso, the head coach of Real Madrid, he always saying that in his post and pre-match press conferences that I want my attackers to also track back and help the defense, because when they track back and help the defense, it helps us a lot.
And Leonard does that well.
So we need a player too that will be up front in the kind of formation we want to play, especially play with 2 defensive midfielder. We want we want Oscar to not do much pressing today.
To pass the ball.
Oscar is a very experienced player who are play against Inter Milan, who are playing against Arsenal, who are playing against Leicester City. This is a player we're talking about that is having a wonderful European career.
He's good at that. He played very well in terms of passing. But if you ask me if I draw the midfield, I will believe I will start Divan to do the passing, and then we'll have both Sangari, Tuer, Said. We play with four midfielder, 2 up front. At least the 4-4-2 formation, Liberian style of play like we used to. Whenever the ball lost, we will have Divan dabbing in deep, like sparring 9, which will also help. That's my starter. I'm trying to provide my own aspect of it. So we play with 12, we play with Sangari, we play with Divan, we play with what we call Oscar Dora, the captain of the team. This 4-4-2 formation, I think will help the team a lot.
But I think I will say that again, Lacho. I'm not. It's my own personal.
This is like your start in Memorial, time in Memorial, been playing with 4-4-2.
Yeah, at time we play with 4-3-3.
Yeah, at times. But if you ask for like your system, it has been 4-4-2.
So like similar thing to Malawi.
Even from George
what will you have
days.
Against Malawi? Okay. What will you have Jebe Kone on the field and you have Devante here? Come on.
Yeah. You put both of them, both right back and left back. You tell them to not go for the first 10 minutes into the game. Jebe was introduced and Jebe got exhausted because he cannot play in that position.
So you can like, I think I will say that again. There's nowhere that I think if I was the coach. Okay, just make me a coach for Liberian national team in just like 5 seconds.
So in 5 seconds, you want to be Liberian coach?
If I'm the coach now, in 5 seconds or in 1 minute.
So right? I think we need to take Jonathan Bocha's same way on calling on Liberians or turn out the Samarkando Sports Club. Like calling to him during his days of play. The late president, former president Samarkando used to go on a camp, even in the dressing room, and tell them if you win the game today, each player get 5,000. This kind of momentum having been given this time around, you cannot see it in our
problem. Maybe the players are not doing it.
So let's listen to the senator.
Yeah. Let's have the footage of the senators right on your screen.
Opportunity to appeal to Liberians to turn out as the Sierra Leone did today. We must cheer our team to victory, irrespective of the situation or our position. This is our team, this is our team, and so we must play to expectation. We must come to support them and give them the necessary support. I was just told by the FA Secretary General that Liberia has not given a dime to the national team, the Lone Star. And this is discouraging. These are some of the reasons why our team will not perform to expectations, because they are already discouraged. I remember during the days of SKD, Samarkando, when he walked in the dressing room, he will say to you, if you win this game today, each player gets $5,000. That in itself was a motivation to encourage us. Today, it's not happening, maybe the possibility not there, or we don't have the zeal. However, I have placed a bill before the National Legislature. It's called the National Sports Fund Authority. That bill has passed unanimously by the Liberian Senate. It is at the level of the lower house. When they shall have passed it, and I'm saying it confidently because I know they will pass it, it will provide a minimum of $12 million to sporting activities in Liberia. Basketball, kickball, volleyball, swimming, boxing, wherever we have. And that in itself will generate funds to eradicate this no money syndrome situation. And that's where I am. So with respect to your question, we'll be here tomorrow to support the team. I am hoping, I am confident that we will beat tomorrow and we'll go away to secure a victory. That's why I am. I come from you because you are the journalist, you are the...
You qualified to the 2002 African Cup of Nations?
Twice, 1996, 1995, 2002.
Yeah.
We are yet to see our team going anywhere. The African Cup, the Nation Cup, we are not, World Cup, not anywhere yet. Yet, we will continue to support them because they need that more support from us. So that's a part of the problem. But when we were playing, we didn't have money as well. So we played, we won, and the Liberian people provided money. The president provided money, but we had to win first. Victory brings money.
Victory brings money. Money brings victory.
Yeah, I take key line in your statement. I talk about motivation.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the players are playing, or even the coach is good at time, you motivate them. We understand the current president of Liberia is an old president. He cannot have the chance to be everywhere. at the same time, but you also understand when the national team is playing, it's important that the president just walk on the camp.
Yes.
It's important. We
that serves as a
understand
motivation for
because
them.
this kind of thing, my man, my entire life I haven't seen a president talking with me face to face, and then I begin to play for the national team. The president come and shake my hand. Even if you don't give a damn, it becomes a motivation to the president that the president will come to our camp and shake our hands. It shows high level of motivation, and whatever I get on the page, I understand very well that someone is watching me, and the president will come to us after.
Definitely.
Motivation.
Yes.
It's very important.
Maybe.
Like during their days, Joshua 11 days, you listen to the former player, Bocha Samuel, saying that the president then used to go on the camp and say, if you win this game, each player will take 5,000. We understand that money issue in the country, no money, not government, and no more thing for them. No money. We understand. But the little you will give on the camp, you go on the camp and say, players, if you're having to win the game today, we give you 500. That amount will even motivate the players more to do more. We understand that the players have their own shortcoming, but motivation for national government, motivation for our players, stakeholders, youth of sports minister. When last did we see the youth of sports minister talking with the team?
I think if we want to say all of the ministers in our country or in the government, all of the directors or whoever they call them, all those are managers at the very entity can just say, okay, today we will collect 200 from every ministers.
Yeah.
While I assist,
they can get
while
that.
I deputy,
They do have it.
Collect all of the 200. You come back to the directors at the agencies. We collect 200 managers, 200, and then you can come out to say, okay, every star at this entity, they put $500 together. We put it.
You
we
don't
can
have
get
to say this thing. When you come up with it as a government, you begin to do it on your own. The country, the citizen, the CR will do that already.
Definitely.
Even $100, we can do that. That motivates the team. It's not just about playing the game, but sometimes you should also understand some of our defeats come from poor motivation, a lack of motivation, preparation, as well as timeliness.
Definitely.
We are not timely in doing our things. The team will be playing tomorrow and then today, late in the evening, you provide reservation. I was told going down that the reason why some of the allegations were hearing on camp, some of the players, they traveled, they came to Liberia in the night, by 7 says, no food on camp. How you expect these players to eat? You cannot be playing for where you go on the pitch with hunger. We need to look at these things. These are some of the variables that should be all the way that will determine what caused our defeat. It's not just about the coach. We understand the coach has his own errors. Even the players, they have that shortcoming. But administratively, we are always in the wrong. No food on camp. A big problem there. I can't be playing for my man E. Like what we can say when we're small, we used to say, forward player need to eat. The more you eat, I want you to sing that song, beans. What did Coach cooking here? Never done. Beans.
You put it so?
Beans. So these are some of the reasons why we used to sing this song. Because as a football player, you must eat.
We hope that one day all of these things can come to an end. Our country, Liberia, can be a top country that can compete against a World Cup winner like Brazil, Argentina, Spain, Germany, and you just name the rest of the country.
Do you think we can compete? How many years do we think we can take to compete against Brazil and compete against other countries? Even here, little known Cape Verde around here, Cape Verde have qualified to the World Cup.
It's just frustrating that we don't have the right leaders at the right position.
That's a problem.
To take us to where we want to be. Because that's why I would tell somebody Liberia as a whole, as a country, is holding us as a citizen back. The country we're in.
So that it makes me to believe at times, do we now have to take the national team from the government and give it to a private entity?
Maybe probably, I think, under the watch of a private entity, I can see a change. I can see
Yeah.
a successful
Whether we
story.
can be able to give it to a private, or we can take it from under the government of Liberia to say the national team is owned by the government of Liberia and give it to the LFA.
Yes, and now the LFA is
The LFA is the owner of the national team.
So, but oh my word,
Can we do that now? Because the government have failed over the years.
It's just frustrating. I don't want to really dive into the government been failing, because you go into other Liberians that are watching who just their whole mindset is just about I will say speak.
Yeah, everything in our country is just about politics. If I'm talking about the government has failed over the years, it's not just about the present government, it's not about the previous, it's about government in times.
Thanks to the former president Samuel Kanyado. May your soul rest in peace.
His memories
what
will
you
be
did for
remembered.
Liberia national team will never be forgotten. Even my daughter will know the story, because I'm willing that as soon as we turn 15 or 16, I will tell her everything that you have done. Thank you so much, former president. May your soul rest in peace. May God forgive all your sin. Thank you. What you done for us in football will be a historical day for us, or a historical memory for us. But well, let's just take a dive into what Milton Joko said on yesterday, that football unite us. We should forget about politics. We're just talking about politics here. In the LFA, the entire football environment is been chalatas.
Yeah, it's been polarized.
It's been pukanized by politics.
By politics all around.
I know how the guy can say that again. I know.
Yeah, in political destitution.
Yeah, so Major Yogo is saying the same things. Let's forget about politics. They come together. They support this LFA. Bravo to the LFA president. We say congratulations to you.
It's a boost for our
Mr.
country.
Mustafa Raji. It's a big win for Liberia, not for you and your family, but for Liberia. We don't just see you as a representation in that position at the FIFA Olympic Committee from 2025 to 2029. We see Liberia as a member of the committee, not just you, Mr. President. Bravo to you. Congratulations to you, LFA President Mustafa Raji. We hope and pray that you serve well. Also to you, Mr. Conan, wish you all of the best. You're not representing the Conan family. You're representing Liberia. Go and serve. Play your part. Let your name go down in history that you were appointed by the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, on XYZ date to carry on certain tact, and the result were positive. Yeah, so bravo to you. That's what Milton Yoko is saying. Let's come together. Let's give the support to this man. We believe that he's the right man for football. After his third term, we can all go back to the drawing board and select another person, because we're working in the interest of Liberia. Let's bring you the video of Milton Yoko.
Let us forget about too much politics in football. While it's true that I support the president because he's the vision bearer of the football now, so I support him and continually say to anybody that I support the president of the Liberia Football Association. So today, as I stand, I can go anywhere. I will tell you I support the president of the Liberia Football Association because I feel he's doing well in Liberian football, and there is no need for us to fight him. Today, this president, just yesterday, you have a very big news that this president has been appointed as deputy chairman on the Olympic Committee for FIFA. That's an achievement internationally. And the president is the vice president of WAFU. That's another achievement internationally. The president is an executive committee of CAF. That's another achievement internationally. So I think this president is known internationally, and football is international. So let's give him the opportunity, let's give him the platform, let's take politics away from the football and play the football and do the right thing. Once we do the right thing, at the end of the day, football is supposed to unite people, but I see football separating people. I'm a politician, I'm a serious politician, but when it comes to football, sometimes the reason I take time because the goal for football is to unite people. So some of the things some people are doing to disturb the football foundation or the football development in this country, it's not that some of us can go back to fight them, but football is to unite people. That's the reason you see some of us slow down. to see how we take the football politics. But no one can do football politics more than some of us. But the goal of football is to unite people. So that's why some of us slow down on the football politics. But we continue to push a vision of football development. So I want to talk to all the stakeholders. Let's build around the president. That he end the term. If his term is over, people will be having opportunity to serve that term. They will need our support the same way. So if we start to fight the current football administration, tomorrow, when you fight the current administration and they leave power, tomorrow when you get there, automatically expect me, you're going to get zero fight. This is the fight. This is the president history of Liberia for any FA president to have gone at far in football development or football leadership in the world. Mustafa is the first president of the Liberia Football Association to be elected on white ballot for the second time on CAF. This is the second time he has been elected, even though this is the first time for him to be elected on white ballot. This is the first Liberian to be deputy chairman for Olympic Committee for FIFA. So I see.
Definitely a deputy chairperson of the Olympic Committee to FIFA is LFA Bus Mustafa Raji Ilache. That's a big win for Liberia.
Yeah, it is a big win, and we just took a clue from the CEO of Sumata FC, Milton Yogo, talking about we need to get rid of politics in football. Whenever I sit on this show, I talk about it every time. We need to understand, despite your position, despite where you are, whether you are in position, you are opposition, you need to respect the fact that we have one football house.
Yes, that
we have
unite
one
us.
football house that unites us, and that football house should be respected, no matter who is in the driving
In charge
seat.
or what?
Yeah, we need to respect that person. Remember, after Mustafa Raji, we will still have other people, and the politics will continue, because if we cannot resolve it now, years to come, this same politics will continue, because those of us that are following, those of us that are still in, probably Edwin will want to be LFA president, and I will be a club owner, and I want to fight Edwin because I want to be the president as well.
Yeah, so want to be president.
We cannot do that always. We cannot continue to fight. The reality is glaring. Mustafa Raji have done so much when it comes to infrastructure development, capacity building at the level of Liberia Football Association, from the level of the talent development screen, referee, mass commissioner, women in football, women football development. A lot of things are happening at the level which have given international recognition. Today, he's the deputy chairperson on Football Olympic, which I think is a boost for Liberia. He's also the vice president for WAFU. He's also an EC member, committee member of CAF. You listen to all of these to him being given. It was not given to him on silver platter. It's because of the work that he's been doing in Liberia, and the world is watching him. But man, for FIFA president to call your name, it's not a baby thing.
It's not a baby thing.
It's not a baby thing for FIFA president to say Mustafa Raji of Liberia is among the first 11 to initiate the FIFA Arena project. It shows that Mustafa Raji have shown leadership, and he have proven himself international. His relationship with the FIFA president would make Liberia football to grow again. And we are growing small. One day we will get there.
Definitely. Let's quickly dive into the Famanta Dean Saka Resonation Saka that's ongoing between she and the board members of World Girls Football Club just before we call it a day. Let's bring you the interview that we have with the president, Miss Molly Jabo.
Because any disrespect to Coach Famata, right, it's a huge disrespect also to the national team and also to Liberia. It's okay for, for people to part ways, People are not, confined to each other, like coaches come and coaches go, If my board does decide to let her go, okay, I'll be in support of it. But all I'm saying is, if that moment does come, I think it should be done in a very respectful manner. Okay, when you speak of promoting, women's football and stuff like that, we have certain faces that we're going to look up to, right? Besides the female president that's in there and the female players, right? Coach Famata Dean, right? It's one of those faces. Not only does she coach for War Girls, right? She coaches for the national team. So I feel like if any action should be taken on Coach Famata, it should be done in a very respectful manner, so it does not bring any kind of noise. So
do you think that the board didn't respect Famata Dean?
Do I think the board didn't respect Famata Dean? I don't think the board have done anything yet, because according to what Famata Dean is saying or whatever, a letter was sent to her. It has no letterhead on it. It wasn't signed by anybody. So I don't think anything was done. I think the media taking it now and what they're making it out to be, yes, it is coming off disrespectful. Do I think that the board has disrespected Coach Famata? No, because I haven't heard anything from the board yet. The board has not made a statement yet, so I would not say they have been disrespectful. But all I'm saying is, people are allowed to do what they want to do. It's not forced that Famata continues to be the coach of War Girls. If the board does decide to part ways, right, and they have reasons on why they want to part ways, I think Coach Famata will respect that, But what I'm also saying is that it should be done in a respectful manner.
What I'm also saying is that it should be done in a respectful manner. Yes, I should say they should respect Famata Dean in a very respectful manner, Elijah.
Yeah, we're out of time, but let me see. War Girls is running an institution. Whenever you're running an institution, it should be in consultation. You listen to the president of the club. It's like all that was done. It was just not to the consent of the president. And she's speaking out of regret that the chief executive officer of the club will not consult her, but rather just send her a mail after the conclusion of what had been discussed. You need to understand the level of Famata Dean in Liberian football. Famata Dean has been one of the key instruments for women forward development in Liberia. When it comes to the game, she played the game. She's now a technician into the game. It shows that Famata Dean has proven well, and she's also a national team coach. That which we need to understand, and every one of us will need to respect her for the role. Famata Dean, when we say she's a big kick now, if you let go of Famata Dean, there's a team around, they want you to take Famata. But one thing Famata is stressing is that you need to pay her out. She signed a 3-year contract. So within the contract up to 2028, from 2025 to 2028, if you, the employer, can be able to initiate a court on for the coach to leave, you have to sign the person out, let the person leave, because the person signed a contract. You work at Intel for the day decide to part ways with you, and it will pay you out before leaving, because it's legality proof. So as it relates to what is happening now, Famata Dean is calling on the club owner, the executive, and also the board to be able to clear out of the contract being signed, because this will help the team to be able to move forward. They will help herself as to keep herself fit in terms of moving out to be able to find a new contract. This is football game. You can part with coach. You can part with players. It's a contract, like we said. War Girls is not a home of Famata Dean. Famata Dean is just a contractor to War Girls.
Definitely, Coach Famata Dean is just a contractor to War Girls Football Club. Well, we running all the time. We just have to go home on this Thursday morning presentation of the program Sports Extra. Tomorrow morning we'll be here to talk about what went wrong or what went right in Liberia.
Hope we don't end the other way.
The other way. That's what I say now. We'll be here tomorrow morning to tell you what went right.
We wanted to end the other way because we don't want it to end the normal way.
The normal way. We wanted okay, good. We don't want it to end the normal way because the normal way we'll be asking what went wrong.
What went wrong.
But the other way we'll be asking
we'll be applauding
right that we got the other result.
Yeah.
That we had to get.
The unusual result. Let us get the unusual result.
But we just have to go, Elijah. What's the final prediction for the match today?
Today, I believe that the Lone Star can get a win. If not 1-0, it will be a 2-1 lead. And I will give her the 3 points. Despite even we win this game, we cannot beat Equatorial Guinea. We cannot qualify to the World Cup. But this will help in our world ranking.
Yes.
Like some sport journalists are saying, world ranking will help us as well this win, in order to increase our score on the world ranking score sheet for the world in terms of Liberia performance today. 2-1 or 1-0.
2-1 or 1-0 is the prediction of our Elijah Pine. Let's bring you other Intel Sports workers' prediction that they sent to our inbox. Bacchus is saying Liberia 1, Namibia 1. Benito Johnson says Liberia 3, Namibia 1. Theophilus Wiapla says Liberia 2, Namibia 1. Julius Tue said an entertaining football awaits us today. The Lone Star forever. Liberia 2, Namibia 1. Victor Freeman, Liberia 5, Namibia 0. Miss Patricia, Liberia 8, Namibia 2. Wow. The other result will be the biggest result in our country history. And finally, for me, I foresee a better result today. Liberia 2, Namibia 1. Thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Same time, same institution. Bye-bye.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.